Hello, welcome to Life Lessons. My name's Jonathan, and I'm going to be sending out weekly lessons and activities to help you get along better with everyone in your household. So relax, get comfortable, and when the bell rings, the lesson will start. So the lesson this week is on dealing with disappointment. Disappointment is when you want something, expect something, or look forward to something happening in a certain way or at a certain time, but it does not. Right now, many kids and adults alike have been dealing with the disappointment of having things change. We expected to go to school or go to work, but we have a disappointment now because we have to stay home. There are many reasons why we might feel disappointed, and knowing why can help us cope with it and work through it. The disappointment that a lot of us are dealing with right now has to do with something I call safety first. It's when we want to do something or expect to do something, but we can't because someone's not feeling well or it's not safe. So for example, if you wanted to play out in the yard with Dad, but he said he was not feeling well or he was sick, that would be a safety first. It's not that he doesn't want to play out in the yard with you, it's just that he has to take care of himself and put safety first before he can go out in the yard. So right now you might want to go to school and see your friends and teachers, but we have to stay home to keep everyone healthy. That's just a safety first. Some disappointments are harder to work through than others, and this disappointment is a big one because we don't know exactly when we will be able to go back to school. But if you get upset or frustrated about the situation and yell and scream, it's probably not going to get you what you want, and it will probably make you and everyone around you feel even worse. If you start to feel upset that school is closed and you have to do all your work at home, it might be a good idea to take some deep breaths to calm your body down. Here are 2 ways to practice deep breathing so you can use it when you need it. The first is called 5-finger breathing, and how we do that is we take one hand and then the pointer finger of our other hand, and we breathe in every time we get to the top of a finger, and we breathe out when we get to the in-between of fingers. So to do it, you'd go in, and then out, and then in, and then out, and then in, and then out. And in, and out. That might help you to calm down a little bit. Another way to feel calmer is to squeeze your thumb. So if you take your hand and the other hand around your thumb, every time you squeeze your thumb, you breathe out. And then open your hand and breathe in. And squeeze. And you can do that for as long as it takes to feel a little bit calmer. When you accept that the disappointment is just a safety first, and that there's nothing we can do about it, it can help you move on from the disappointment. Being able to bounce back from disappointment is called being resilient. Being resilient is when you can overcome feelings of sadness, frustration, or anger when what you want doesn't happen or is blocked in some way. Some people can have a harder time bouncing back than others. But the good news is that being resilient is a skill, and with practice, everyone can get better at it. Try to think of the opportunities in the situation. You might not get to do what you originally planned or what you want to do, but there's always something fun to do. Just look for the positive and share the positive. So you have 2 activities that I would like you to do this week. First is make a sign that says safety first. You can make it any size you want, any color you want, and draw and doodle and do whatever you want with it. The most important thing is that you have the words safety first on the paper in some way. You can hang it on your refrigerator or your bedroom door or anywhere you're going to see it, so that next time you feel upset that you can't go to school, you can look at the sign and remember that you're just staying home to keep everyone healthy. It's just a safety first. The other thing that I would like you to remember to do is the 5-finger breathing technique. It's not always easy to remember to do deep breathing when you feel upset, frustrated, or angry. So if you practice beforehand, it'll be easier to remember to do deep breathing when you're in those situations. A good time to practice deep breathing is right before you go to bed. You'll practice your skills, and it should also help you fall asleep. If you are younger, you might need your parents or other adults in your home to help you with the lesson or practice the activities. If you are older, you can do the activity independently, and you could become the leader in your house and help your parents and other siblings learn how to do them as well. Hope to see you next time. Class dismissed.